TED Talks, brought to you by Erbs and Gerbs. Go online and check out their delightful sandwich menus and soups. Order yourself something today.
Ted Swetzler from Twins Daily and at TL Schwarz on Twitter here with another weekly TED Talks Twins update. We're through roughly the first week of the season. Things have looked pretty good for the Twins thus far. I mean, they were shut out by Sandy Alcantara, who you're not going to get too upset about when you're facing the reigning NL Cy Young winner. He did only have 5 strikeouts, so Minnesota held their own there. Today they did drop a second game to the Marlins, but facing a tough lefty in Luzardo, it's not a huge deal. Trevor Larnach continues to look very, very good. At the beginning of the season, the Twins rolled out basically an all-righty lineup today with him as the lone lefty, and he did collect the first RBI for Minnesota. They'll have an off day tomorrow with the opening day or home opener being moved to Friday. But that should work out better for Minnesota anyways. The weather looks quite a bit better on Friday, and things are trending upward for the weekend and into next week. Sonny Gray will go for Minnesota for the home opener. He follows Pablo Lopez, who did start opening day, look good. And he looked great again today against his former Marlins teammates. The new sweeper looks like a very good offering. He made it through 7 innings today for Baldelli. I believe he was still only at something like 80 pitches around that time. But turning it over to the bullpen in a 1-1 game is not at all an egregious move. Unfortunately, things unraveled a little bit for Griffin Jacks, and Caleb Thielbar gave up a second homer to Jorge Soler. Things like that happen. 4-2 on the road trip was not a bad start. That's where they needed to be. Obviously, sweeping the Royals was a very good start to the year. With Houston coming in and a White Sox series on deck, there is quite a bit of, difficult matchups coming up for Minnesota. This is a tough month. The Yankees, I believe, are faced both home and away in April. So Minnesota, being right around 500 or a little bit above coming out of April would be a great start. The lineup has not been all too powerful outside of the 111-run explosion against the Marlins in that first game. But really, that should be expected. This Twins team is going to be more of a pitching and defense team. And so far, they've looked very good doing that. Defense hasn't been an issue. Starting pitching especially has been very good. The bullpen has been great outside of their little blow-up or hiccup today. But yeah, I mean, the Twins are in a good spot to start the year. I do think we're probably still quite a ways away from seeing either Jorge Polanco or Alex Kirilloff back in the lineup for this team. I don't know how you get Polanco right. I mean, he's dealing with knee tendonitis and clearly behind schedule, and then also sees it flare up when he gets into action. So I'm not sure what that plan looks like, but Nick Gordon and Kyle Farmer as a platoon at second base are not a huge downgrade. And there should be some reinforcements on the way as Brooks Lee gets going, as Royce Lewis gets back, that sort of thing. Max Kepler did come up a little bit hobbled after running out a ground ball in yesterday's game. I did talk with a coach on in the Twins dugout that said it really shouldn't be anything that keeps him out too long. I think the Twins gave him the day off today, obviously because of the lefty anyways, but then with an extra off day, I wouldn't be shocked if he's back in there for the home opener. So Minnesota will get things started at Target Field on Friday. Should be a great game. Should be a fun season.